So in the last video we spoke about pelvic floor and diastasis recti, what they are and why they matter. Now we're going to have a little bit of a further look into what we can do about it, how it's all connected, the breathing, core, I'll go into the core as well in a second, but breathing, core, pelvic floor. So your core then is your stomach muscles, including the ones that have separated and the ones that are going to help to bring them back together. Your posterior chain as well is included there, so you're talking about back muscles. And then, as we spoke about in the last video, because we are speaking of fascial lines, we're going to have a look at areas that extend from there as well. So we'll start internally, nice and handy. We'll start with our breathing. So breathing, we know, is important. We all do it every day, all day, every day. So sometimes it can be a bit confusing as to why it's important if we do it already. And there are different ways of breathing, different patterns of breathing, and we use them for different reasons. So for stress management or for Pilates classes, you'll have a different rhythm of breathing. So the first thing we would do is establish if your rhythm of breathing that you naturally have now is correct for anatomy. In other words, that your diaphragm is moving correct direction on inhalation, exhalation. Then after that, we would start to look at training the intercostal muscles, which are in between the ribs, by using our breathing as intensely as possible in the right ways. Again, when I show you a picture of where the lungs are situated in the body, you'll be surprised at how much space they take up. So you can imagine how many muscle groups they are kind of working on from the inside as well. So breathing is important. Also, to connect your breathing to your exercises, it gives you control over the core area. And the tension we were talking about with diastasis recti, the tension that we're looking for, you build your strength in that in varying exercises that we can go through later on, but also doing them correctly with the breathing pattern is going to be very important too. So getting the breathing established as a base for all healing and progress really is the next step. So then later on in life, during menopause or perimenopause, a lot of the symptoms are exacerbated by stress, and we will go back to our breathing again then to help eliminate the stress or reduce the stress and the stress response in the body. So functional breathing, hugely important for everybody at every stage, every age, but especially for women who want to recover after diastasis recti, manage their stress levels and their cortisol levels, which is what I'm talking about later on for menopause. So good place to start.